All right. Sorry about that. And there was a uninterrupted. Sorry, a should I say an unexpected interruption coming up from probably the stream feed and all that. But then again, we are back live once again, and
Still waters run deep.
Your team is banning.
seems I forgot to do something. But anyways, this should be fixed once we are in the game. It seems there are some background downloads going on right now, so
They call me a hero because I saved my nation from falling apart.
all right. I think we're getting some good signal back again. So and digging deep to even the score against Astral in the best of three showdown. The whispers of this downfall, when silence that is silence at this point in time because at least for now they have proved they are still a force to be reckoned with. But Astra has not done though. Those giant killers are ready to reload and come but swing. Anyways, we are headed to game number 3. So sit tight, ladies and gentlemen, as the draft phase is pretty much going on right now. Hopefully, there's no interruption in these picks and bans.
You should.
Already see Camille by securing that Frederick pick for himself, not giving a chance at this point in time. Probably going for those counter play against that Lancelot. Now this is not a restart though. Astra won game 1, Shinigami won game 2. So in case some clarifications, I'm just gonna say that out right now.
Your team is picking.
Butterfly is born by thy wish, guided by lantern's light.
Like I did said before, it's not looking nice right now for both teams. They need this win to advance to the next stage. So let's see what they are cooking for us. This is Astra versus Shinigami game number 3. And hope you are locked in because it's the game is just getting started. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, well, looking at the draft so far, we have Fredrin, Gadokasha, Lilia, Iritel, and Florin get picked up by the side of Shiniga. I think they are locked in right now, probably to counter those boss damage coming out from the side of Astra. I think the Lapu Lapu will pretty much struggle at this point in time because the only person will be targeting is Iritel. And Iritel, one thing she does best is running for her dear life. Like, you don't want to mess with those advantages coming out from that mobility. And also, I think if all plays well in this point in time, I think the draft goes in favor of Shinigami if you ask me. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you have it. This is game number 3 of the West African Pro League Day 6 game 1. And like I said before, it's 1-1 right now in the scoreboard. As you can see with those green highlighting at the screen, at the top of your screen, near the names, you could really see the scores there of both teams. But then again, Shinigami is out for vengeance right now. They don't want to go down so easily, giving them a chance to have this game for themselves. But then again, we already see Mlbb already going for those highlights in onto Zephyr. Alright, give me a sec. Let me try to fix this. Let's see.
First blood.
Alright guys, I think I have to restart my destiny. It's probably bugging out right now if you ask me.
Been slain.
Alright guys, we're back in the game once again. Sorry about that. We did get some interruptions there from the stream, and I think it's pretty much fixed at this point in time.
Blue team hero has been slain.
Alright, we already see an engage pretty much for the side of Shinigami and Astra having a clash right now, and Zephyr get taken out by Nasu. That AOG get pulled by Sky Guy. Won't be able to do much with that. Try to go for the pokes onto Nasu, for able to escape from that without a casualty there, but Cypher pretty much blew as he forced to recall. Man, MTN is trolling me right now if you ask me. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. I think my video card was pretty much overloaded. That was the reason why. But right now it's pretty much fixed. Mlbb forced to retreat from that. At Diablo, we go for the pokes.
Red team has slain the turtle.
Team Astra pretty much having this total for themselves once again, as Shinigami are forced to retreat right now. That Universal he gets popped in by Florine, but then again Diablo goes to the back line. Mlbb by Boye locks in once again onto the side of Diablo. Those pokes, those sustain from Diablo though was pretty much smooth if you ask me. But then again, Shinigami marching in from the top, from the mid lane, I mean to say, able to get that for themselves. As the post coming in for Boye, Leba as we go for the CCs. Boye get the kill onto Lord Grim, as now we go for the revenge clash, but won't be able to do much. He's forced to recall from that. This is Boye fault versus Nasu at this point in time, because if you look at the scoreboard, it's 5-5. Boye on 2 kills and Nasu also on 2 kills. Anyway, that's a bold step being made right now if you ask me. Alright, the gold lead is pretty much even at this point in time. Nothing can be talked about right now, you know. Alright, the Pope's coming in. That shook slam as well. Sorry, before I said shook slam. That tsunami slam. But Cypher get the kill also. Lord, got the turtle is in chaos, right? That Mlbb also get the kill. So Cypher, 3 man down, 2 man. I mean to save the side of Ashra left. As Shinigami not giving up, still going for the dive. 4 man out. Just Diablo left as he is able to survive with his tails behind his legs. Between his leg, I mean to say. But he said, sorry about that. Let us see the edit.
Red team turret has been destroyed. Red team turret has been destroyed.
Well, I think that pretty much fixes that, and we are back once again. I think right now Shinigami having a 4k good lead at this point in time, and I think Astra will be forced to play defensive right now, you know. But anyways, I think one thing I love about Shinigami is capitalizing on that gold lead advantage and pretty much executing some nice combos and nice initiations as well. You already see Mlbb and Sky Guy already going for the backline dive once again. This is a lock in as somebody get taken first. Lord Green follow suit as well, but Diablo still getting the kill those Sky Guy once again, but falls down to the wrath of the fair. Shinigami, Tiwi, Astral 1 in that team fight. We have 6 minutes before the next Lord spawn, and I think it's not looking good for the side of Astral, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we have Shinigami on the road right now as they're trying to not take chances, you know. We have the Lord marching in mid lane right now, and I don't even know what to say right now. Shinigami in good rotations. They're trying to go for those macro players. They're trying to go for that pick in the minions. Don't know why my stream is starting to lag, but I think something is really happening to my network. It is up. Alright, they were able to successfully defend that. Just 2 tier 2 tower taking out, just 1 left to defend right now, and I think Shinigami really need to I think one thing the side of Team Asha are lacking right now is pretty much that boss potential. So they want to probably do some decent damage there, probably Cypher that's the DPS per second, but it's not having that, to be honest, because leaving just Cyber to do that is not something they really need to gamble on. I think that's what is playing bad for them at this point in time. Mlbb locking in on to Nasu, forced to retreat from that as Sky Guy rejoined the fight. Alright, the load is up, and I think Shinigami will try their best to take this game number 2 for themselves, or if they pretty much just fluke though, I think Asha will have a better chance to have a comeback. But then I think they don't have that late game potential, if you ask me. The Beatrice is underfarmed right now. As you take a look at the build, let's see. We already see Beatrice on 5.5 while Irritel is on pretty much 10k, if you ask me. That's the whole 5k gold lead, and it's not looking nice for the side of Astral, if you ask me. Shinigami, Jungler, Mlbb is on 8.5 while Nasu is on 8.5 as well. It's decent. And I think the major issue right now is coming out from the side of the gold lane difference, to be honest. Alright, back into the match right now. The Lord is marching in mid lane. Lord is marching in mid lane right now as Tadarabi going in for the post. King Mlbb already trying to get his equation out of the game, but then again those posts coming in onto that Lord, pretty much getting Tsunami Slam as well onto Mlbb, are able to retreat from that. I think they're not able to take an objective from this fight. They should have forced that mid lane, that top lane I mean to say. Origi get popped in by Sky Guy, locking in onto Tondarabi as he gets taken out of the equation once again. Diablo tries the bell, Lord Grim as well, but gets obliterated immediately by the wrath of Shinigami. The Death Reaper are in doorstep right now as Ash shall be forced to defend against this. 1-2 man down, 3 man to defend against 5 of the side of Shinigami. This is not looking good for Astra as Shinigami will be locking in the base. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have game number 3 going in favor of Shinigami. Astra, they tried their best indeed, like they tried, to be honest, but they really need to, like I said before, they really need to have something that could carry, you know, like, and Cypher is not the best bet to carry this game, because if you look at his performance from the previous game, it's not someone that will pretty much snowball or pretty much have that good lead advantage. But then again, she's just to Astra. They did try their best, knocking so many giants out of the tournament, but then again they'll meet their end tonight as the Death Reaper will take their soul tonight. Anyways guys, that'll be all for game number 2. I hope you enjoyed it as we set in for game number 3. Don't go anywhere, sit tight and grab your popcorn, because the game is just beginning, to be honest.
pagando, elas descem de moral, só que sensualizando, esse é baile de favela, elas todas vêm sentando, elas descem de moral, só que sensualizando, esse é baile de favela, elas todas vêm sentando,
I've been waiting for too long.
Your
All
team
right,
is
welcome back to West African Pro League Day 6, where stakes I am there's no hiding place. Game 1 was a brutal wake-up call, and now we are diving straight into the fire for Game 2 of this electrifying showdown between Shinigami and Astral. Anyway, Shinigami just clawed their way to out-pounding 2-1 victory over Astral in game number 1, proving they are not ready to be buried just yet. The ghosts of their past are screaming, but that win showed that they have still got the fight in their soul. Boyezi Sport finest are hungry to silence the doubters and remind everyone why they are legends. But Astral, they are not here to roll over. But Nasu Sport did try the best though. But with this, I think they are out of the tournament. Anyways, game 2 is pretty much a do or die, which will Xenagog and El Cotel's match be another talk of the town as we dive straight into the game. As we see in the pics right now, it's not looking no joy done. All right, we see a big pick coming up early already from the side of Xenagog, and I think they know what they are drafting. Like I said before, the stakes is high right now, and Karma is on the verge of securing that salvage for himself. Let's see what he gets to pull out from this game number 2.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for this out-pounding game number 2. I hope you got your popcorns ready because they are ready to give us some electrifying game. Alright, we're back once again. I cartel the Nigerians representatives burst onto the scene, shocking the nation in qualifier, but then again they got silenced. But right now we're witnessing the Charge giving up some supreme drafts. Like I said before, they always what they does best is preaching, but I hope they can preach for the drug lords tonight to repent. It's only a matter of time for us to know that dive slash, I mean to say, from Conquest. But then again, no kills yet in the scoreboard. The gold are pretty much even out. As you see Shizzy on that Lancelot trying to go for down, he won't be able to do much as they're forced to retreat from that. Alright, Super Saiyan trying his best to rotate. Alright, I think Xenagog is pretty much starting up this turtle for themselves, but we see it get resetted. Both teams are being careful with whatever they do, but Tata trying to go for Shizzy. Arene, that's a pull from Shit Conquest, but she's able to get the double onto Danny, and Arene out of the as Alcatel we try to go for this turtle. I'm not really sure right now. I think they're requesting for a pause. Yeah, I think that calls for a pause. Alright, let's take a look at the stats from both players right now. I think their victory so far was literally really dynamic, and it's something you might want to talk about. Alright, let's take a look at the drafts of the road to this top bracket final so far. We get to see the first match. We have Ekate versus Ninth Wave, which was a smooth 2-0. For the side of Xenagog, it was versus Astral, a 2-1. That was their first defeat in the tournament. I think it's their last so far. Then again, they moved on to the semi-finals. That was Ekate versus Oasis 2 nights ago, and we saw Ekate pretty much sweeping out Oasis with a 2-0, and Xenagog as well sweeping Shinigami 2-0. 2-0, and I think we are damned to see this game for themselves. Alright, we the pause is pretty much on right now. Let's take a look at what the outcome might be. The goal lead is pretty much 500 lead right now in favor of El Cartel. I don't really know what they're doing, but I think they had an AFK pick from the side of Xenagog, yeah. Alright, I think we are back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. I hope your popcorn is ready because Danny is back in the land of dawn. Oh, Kamai's in the game. Yeah, Kamai's in the game. I think we have so much going on right now. Super Saiyan Boston Tata forced to use that ultimate to try to get away from that pokes, but then again she's the Irene going in for the pokes as well. That shook slam. Alright, we see a dive onto Tata bot lane as Danny will be joining up the fight. Shook slam, tsunami slam on to Shizi as they take him out literally. Conquest will get a kill on to Karma up top there. I think Shinigami, sorry, I don't really know why I'm saying Shinigami right now. I think the cartel is pretty much trying their best to not lose this game number one, because this is against the shot we're talking about. One mistake and you are out of the and you're out of shape, to be honest. Alright, the cartel is pretty much being forced to retreat right now as Xenagog is trying their best to get this loss for themselves, but Conquest is there once again, getting implosion onto 2, but that tsunami slam to Conquest, firing for his ultimate as well. The fight still goes on, but Conquest not able to survive that, gets taken out. Cheesy goes for the backline, that get a kill onto Danny as Can pick double onto Gun there, but Void Akazo on that carry, get a kill onto Karma for a revenge take. 2-2 for both teams. Alright, Super Saiyan trying his best right now to get the pokes, but we see Tata poking him as well. Pretty much low there, forced to retreat as he recalls. Where did they have an implosion during that turtle fight? Alright, Xenagor trying to go for that top lane invade, right? Engaging right, that tsunami slam onto Void Conquest. I mean to say, but in Pluton onto 3 man. We see that probably pop is already made as well, but I got goes only for the pull, but won't able to do more as his HP is literally low. All remember the sort of Xenagor are pretty much doping on that dopamine right now. They try to force that top lane turret to fall. The Void Arca as well is retreating for his dear life right now. As Xenagor we secure the first turtle top lane. Man, it's not looking nice for the side of El Cartel right now. 1 minute they were doing fine, and right now Xenagor, the church is punishing them literally. Choke slam, tsunami slam onto Kong. And I mean to say, come and get the kill once again. Shizzy get the kill onto Irene for a revenge, but then again 1-1 out of the equation. I think that's the roadmap for the EXP, yeah.
Red team has slain the turtle.
Alright, Void Arca comes in to save Shizzy from death. 90 seconds before the first Lord spawns. Xenagor are doing literally fine if you ask me. Alright, Shizzy not giving the chance to escape. Alkama will get a killing spree onto the jungler from the side of El Cartel. 60 seconds before the Lord spawns. I think he have enough chance for him to come back from that. Pretty much join the fight right now. 6 in the scoreboard. So slam. Sorry, that pull from the hands of Conquest. Not able to do much as Xenagor will retaliate. Get a kill onto 2 man out of the equation. I think Gon and Void Arca was pretty much busted out by Karma, which is literally fair at this point in time. Let's look at the gold. 7k in 8 minutes. That's pretty much insane. Skype's already on stack. We have him pretty much gotten that Mlbb gun as well, and the endless battle. Alright, it's not looking good right now for the side of El Cartel. The drug load are being pushed behind at this point in time. Alright, I think this is a free reign for the side of Xenagor as El Cartel won't be able to do much with that. She's just watching it for his dear life because he knows one mistake are going to pretty much have that tsunami slam going straight up for him. But then again, pretty much 10 minutes and all tier 2 turret are out of the equation for the side of Xenagog. We see that first in that situation, forced to recall from that as Irene will be going for the supports. Alright, the Lord is marching in from the mid lane, from the top lane and bot lane, I mean to say. Then again, Shook Slam, like I said before, Tsunami Slam onto Super Saiyan, forced to use that ultimate. Conquest goes in for the inflation onto Theory right now. As Starter will be left to defend against this. We have to engage against this, I mean to say. Don't you know what is MTN's business right now, but wiped out from the side. Savage. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first Savage of this tournament. Came in for the clutch right now. I think Kawa is pretty much on rampage, securing that Savage for himself. Alright, I think game number 1 was pretty much chaotic. Shinigami did try their best though. Sorry, El Cartel did try their best, but it just wasn't enough. You see the full barrage coming up from the side of Xenagog, and Kama able to secure that salvage. Alright guys, I will be right back as we prepare for game number 2. Alright, welcome back to the Crucible of West African Pro League Day 6, where there's no hiding place and the stakes are straight up biblical. Like, I think biblical is the right term to use. The game 1 of Xenagog versus the Cartel was a sermon of destruction with the church walking away victoriously and Kama delivering a savage performance that left the crowd roaring. Xenagog faithful as T-balls in, and the dream phone is shining brighter than ever for their star. But hold up, game 2 is locked and loaded, and the war between scriptures and the street law is far from over. The church under Tata's iron command came out in game number 1 like a divine reckoning proof, providing why they are Nigeria's undisputed top squad, you know. Kama relentless pay put El Cartel on notice, but don't think the Jordan Lord are ready to kneel just yet. Anyways, Nigeria's ISF reps shocked the nation in qualifier, like I said before, but tonight they are taking a banger for this. El Cartel is still fighting Xenagog, still trying to preach the gospel to the drug lord. Let's see who's gonna win this game in number 2 for themselves. Alright, we already see the picks are coming nicely if you ask me.
Time to drop the beat of the
Your
flash.
team is picking.
The picks are looking interesting if you ask me. See Conquest locking that Angela Shizzy on that back. So I think that's one of the key strats of the side of El Cartel, if you ask me. But then again, I'm not really sure that's the right call to make in this kind of game. But I think the Kalia is out of the equation, as Danny will be locking that land slot for himself. I think what they need right now is someone that can pretty much initiate a team fight. I pretty much think a Gato will play a better role here instead of the CC.
Let's hear from the crowd. Make some
Your
noise for
team
yours
is picking.
truly.
But then we are going to see an Odette and a Zaytan Chrome. I mean, what is El Cartel? What is Shiniga? Sorry, Zenago cooking for us tonight? What are they cooking for us, guys? Mm. Alright, this is game number 2, and it's not, like I said before, it's not looking favorable for the side of El Cartel because they need to secure this game number 2, as they will be knocked to the lower bracket to pretty much go face off against Shinigami. And like I said earlier, Xenagog is not yet to play. The church is indeed ready to have this game number 2 in the
5
bag.
seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed.
Alright, game 2 is up literally, and we already see everyone pretty much on their... My game lagging, or am I tripping? Alright, sorry about that. We're back once again, and I think if this doesn't end in this game number 2, I'll be ending the stream after this. One thing I do love about Xenagog is how they play around their draft, but I know I'm not really against this though, but we already see an Odette room. Or is my eye tripping? Yeah, it's an Odette room. Getting picked up by Rain there.
First blood.
We see a fair blood up top onto Foredaka, but Karma got taken out as well out of that fight. Alright, Tata going in for the lock-in once again, but super cheesy. Super Saiyan gets the lock-in onto Tata. They were giving them that advantage to pretty much get that total for themselves. I would have really preferred the Zaytan going for home while your death mid lane would have been an OP strat though, because Zaytan pretty much is probably it's a utility hero if you ask me, compared to the old death, which relies on our ultimate and our boss combos. Alright, the gold lead is pretty much even right now. No one is pretty much forcing fights still. As we see the Angela locking in onto 1-1, get a kill, but not able to get a kill onto Voidaka. The fight still goes up. We see Shidi coming in for the clutch once again. Get a poke in, but no man dropped the side of Xenagog. They were able to back away from that, getting the win for themselves in that fight. Is doing a nice job going for those pokes. It would be a slap in the face if they win a cartel with this comp, to be honest. A lot is pretty much up right now, and Super Saiyan is getting poked by Tata, locking him onto the wall, but forced to retreat from that. Cheesy get the locking onto Aaron, but then again forced to use that. Super Saiyan get punished, literally use that barrage, but Aaron get the kill onto him as Tata will be joining them in that backline contest. One as Gon will be locked in, glued onto Cheesy right now. The Angela out coming onto for the rescue onto Gon, but won't that be good enough to save him? No, Joyce get the kill onto Gon regardless of the ultimate from Conquest. I think the audience have been I in sit right now waiting for just that mistake, but Xenagog is not giving them the chance to have the comeback as they're securing 5-1 in the scoreboard. Aaron get the kill onto 1-1, get taking Voidaka out of the equation once again. 6-1 in the scoreboard. If you ask me, El Cartel, the drug lord are being forced behind right now, but then again we see a chance for salvation as they get the kill onto Danny. Tata runs away for his life away from that, but then again they are still forcing their way into the tier 2 turret from the side of El Cartel. While we glued on to watch Irene and his pro plays, I'm going to do some settings right now because I really need to Lord, I think I missed that, sorry. Get a turtle for themselves, get a tattoo turret as well. Like Cartel has been forced behind right now. I think they don't really know what they're doing, if you ask me. Alright, she's coming in for the clutch, locking in onto Irene once again, boss him out of that. Agon, we get the kill onto Irene. One man down the side of Xenagog. What will the short do to have the comeback right now to bounce back, I mean to say. 25-19 gold lead. That's a 06k deficit right now. Alright, let's look at the build so far. It's looking nice, to be honest. Karma already pretty much securing that Malefic Gunner and the Seer bed as well. And we already see some nice builds already coming up on the side of Xenagog, if you ask me. But Danny trying his best to go for those clashes as they want to go with full force against El Cartel. I think that's the reason why they troll, but at the point of trolling, they still going for the fight once again. Odell get popped. Karma get the kill onto Shizi, but again Super Saiyan locking onto Arid once again, but the double get picked up by Karma onto Super Saiyan. 2 man off the side of El Cartel as they are forced to retreat from that. 25 seconds in the timeline before the next Lord spawns. What will El Cartel do? Alright, I think the church is pretty much having a sweep right now as they pretty much get the Lord for themselves. El Cartel able to fall back and not take a casualty from that fight. Alright, let's watch Irene once again. The top mid lane, bot lane get dropped as well. I think all tier 2 turret are literally out at this point in time, with one shield out as well for the mid lane. I think Xenagog are trying to force this game to end before the 11 minutes mark. Take a look at the build before the clash happened. No Sky Piercer built yet. Alright, the Lord crashing in from mid lane at this point in time. Tata locking on to Void Arca and gone. The Lord crashing in as well. We see Danny going for the top lane dive, but then again forced to retreat from that. The mid lane turret drop. The side of Xenagog are trying to force their way through, like I said before the 11 minutes marker. The Lord is pretty much busting down on that base, but then again Saiyan comes with a clutch, but won't be able to survive that. He gets taken out by the side of Xenagog. Voidaka falls down as well, but then again the base literally get obliterated by Karma, taking out the base for themselves. This is game number 2 going in favor of the church. The message got preached as well. I think repentance has been made to the drug lord. I think after tonight they won't be selling the locals anymore. Anyways guys, that will be all for this tonight's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. This is GG's from my hand. I hope you guys was entertained. Stay tuned for the next game. I think that's in 2 days time. Until then, peace out. It's your man SQ Kami once again.